guys, thank you so much for tuning in. This is the look we're going to be doing today. It's inspired by Christina Aguilera on the cover of her Bionic album. My friend Chris, who works at Mac Pro at Millennia, asked me to do a Christina Aguilera cut crease, so this one's for you, boo-boo. Thank you for the inspiration. I was scrolling through pictures of Christina all morning. Her makeup is always on point. Very beautiful, and I love how she always changes up her look. She's not afraid to try anything new, so I think that's really awesome. A cut crease, for those of you guys who aren't familiar, is when the crease of the eye is a little bit more sharp and defined rather than blended and buffed out. So it creates more of a sharp line or an angular look. It is a technique commonly used in drag. You get that beautiful cut crease and you can reshape anybody's eye into a totally new shape, which will also reshape the entire face. I did go ahead and order some lights, so I'm working with a relatively legit setup. You're no longer balancing on 2 rolls of toilet paper. So there's that. I think this light is pretty legit. Check her out. She's dimmable. And I'm like blinded by this. It's so bright, but it's really cool. So if you notice the lighting changes throughout the video at any point, I was trying to make some adjustments to make things look a little bit better. Just, you know, go with it. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share with your homies. You guys are the best. So I've already done my skin, my foundation, my concealer, powder, brows, and prepped my eyes. This look calls for a very full coverage on the skin, which isn't necessarily my go-to look. I do like to let the skin breathe and still be perfected, but in its own natural way. This look, however, is very full coverage, so I'm wearing 2 foundations. I'm wearing my normal liquid, which is Prolongwear Nourishing foundation. Also wearing the Studio Fix powder, which in itself is a full coverage powder foundation. Christina's brows in this look are very thin, so I did thin mine out a bit as much as I could, and they're a lot warmer. So in this image, she has more of a golden brow happening. Mine are a little bit more ashy, but you work with what you got. So her eyeshadow angles in and up towards the where the brow meets the nose rather than out. So most of what we're doing today will be with my Tartelette palette. I absolutely love this palette. It is so amazing. It is all matte shadows, most of which are on the cooler side, but you have a few warm tones mixed throughout. I do use this on a lot of bridal clients. This has everything you need. You can even fill in most brows with this palette. Liner, shadow, natural smoky, whatever. You name it, this palette is the bomb. I love you. Come through. 224 brush and this light pink color right here in the middle. If you look at the image, it's darker on the inner corner of the eye where it meets the nose. Cut crease does call for quite a bit of detail work, therefore you want to have a very light hand. You really don't want to go in guns a-blazing ready to lay down some shadows. Like, you got to keep it light, keep it right, keep it tight. What's happening here? This color, gonna pick that up on the 286 and we're gonna start to blend this inner corner and slightly upward here. Motherfucker. I couldn't find her. I thought she got up. I thought she walked away. I thought the end was near. So 221. This is Power Player right here on the bottom. A little bit in the upper inner crease. Very light pressure. Going in with this brush. If you use a light enough pressure with this brush, you will naturally create that cut crease. It will do all the work for you. People really struggle with the cut crease. I think it's the matter of getting that sharp line, and when you use brushes, for example, this brush is round on the tip. Theoretically, it would be hard to get a line with something that is rounded, right? If you use a light enough pressure, the hair on this brush is still tapered at the tip, therefore it should be able to really do all the work for you without having to really struggle with it. So because of that, I'm holding my brush at the tail end, grab that ass firmly, and shimmy in. And again, you wanna not lose sight of the shape that we're going for first. So going up as you work in towards the brow. Could take, you know, a few minutes of blending, that's okay. I'm blending, I'm not getting any of that gray shadow on this portion of the brow bone. This high point of the brow right here, we want to really accentuate. You want a big highlight there because this light portion here and this light portion here you want to bring out and really accentuate those as much as you can. Therefore, the high level of contrast will also bring out the crease. that mean when somebody says they want their eyeshadow to pop? Pussy pop? Like, I don't know. 239 brush. I am going to pack. I'm gonna pack this motherfucker on the lid. She is going on heavy. And what I'm doing is I'm using the natural arc of this brush to help me cut that crease even more. So I am patting it up on my upper lid, which is actually above my natural crease. Highlight under the brow. You want that to stand out. And by highlighting under the brow, when you do that after your shadow is mostly done, that naturally will blend this crease color a little bit more for you. Take that Power Player color, this one, a sharp shader brush. This is a 242. Something that's just not fluffy, something with a nice clean edge. And just go in and lightly give it a little line where that crease lies. There she goes. All right, Fascinating Eye Kohl. A white eye kohl is gonna help really open that up. We're gonna work with a matte black from the Tartelette Palette. You could use Carbon. This is Fashionista. A 266 brush. All I'm going to do is press that right into my lashes on the outer corner of the eye. I don't necessarily want this to look like eyeliner. I just want it to deepen the root of my lashes. That's gonna help make them look fuller and darker. Little baby flick on the end. Instead of angling it out, you want it to angle up so it reinforces that curvature that we're working with on the eye. And I'm going to pull that shadow in. With a tapping motion, just thicken up where the lash line meets the bottom end of the tail, the flick. That didn't make much sense. Don't be afraid to turn the brush at different angles to manipulate it to go the direction you want it to go. You're not forced to work with it in one way. That's gonna run you into some trouble. I'm gonna do a decent coat of mascara on my top lashes. I just realized how crusty my lips look in this video. I took a pair of spiky-esque false lashes and I just cut them up into little baby slices and I sort of placed them as needed across the eye, and then on the outer corner they're doubled up a little bit. So this look is a glossy red lip because y'all with this matte fetish, calm it down. Not everything has to be matte, not everything has to be crusty lip. So this is going to be glossy. This is a long wearing cherry red lipstick from MAC. It's called Prolong because it lasts all motherfucking day. Now, my lips are very small, so I'm gonna put on a really sloppy coat of this and then I'm gonna go back in with the liner to create the shape. So this is a Chromagraphic pencil in basic red. Any red lip pencil will do. Cherry is awesome for this look. There's not a lot of contour going on in this look. She's very light. I'm just gonna take a teeny bit of Hoola bronzer by Benefit. Obviously she's seen better days. And very, very lightly, just hollow out the cheeks ever so slightly. This brush is a 135 from MAC. You've probably seen Lester Lux or Desi Perkins talk about it. It's a really amazing brush for bronzing. And her blush in this look is more of a warm peachy tone, but again, it's very light and the placement is lower on the face rather than lifted and higher back. This is Peaches by MAC. And when I'm doing this, I don't want to rub off all of the foundation I did because I'm working with a thicker coverage. If you go in and you really start like rubbing the brush, you're just gonna remove all of the hard work you did. So I'm gonna use a light patting motion and kind of pull it backwards onto the cheek. And there we go. If you guys recreate any of these looks, please feel free to @ me on Instagram, Lindsay Travis. Send me a snap, again, Lindsay Travis. Facebook me, again, Lindsay Travis. Whatever you guys want to do, I'm really excited to see you guys recreate these looks. And thank you so much for watching.